Why is this the right time?
Well, just like I said, it took a lot of time thinking about this. Last year I've been very vocal on how disappointing last year was, how hard it was for me to play, how hard it was for me to come to the stadium each and every day. And, you start thinking about how long do you really want to do this. And, let me say one thing is that this is not a retirement little press conference. I mean, I still have a season to play. So this is just letting you guys know that this is going to be my last year. But I felt as though it was the right time. I've been doing this for a long time. This will be parts of 20 seasons that I've been playing here in New York, and parts of 23 if you count the minor leagues. So I just think I've done it for long enough, and I look forward to doing some other things in my life. But I can't reiterate enough that we still have a season to play.
Andrew.
How do you feel physically?
I feel good. That was my next point. This has nothing to do with how I feel physically. Everyone I told when I first started speaking about this with family and friends, they all told me to, make sure you take your time. Don't base this decision on what happened last season. Wait until you're healthy and then make the decision. So this has absolutely nothing to do with how I feel physically. I feel great, and I'm looking forward to playing a full season.
Derek, back middle. Otis.
Otis Livingston, WCBS in New York. Talking to a lot of your teammates, they did talk about how much of an honor it's been to play with you. First of all, talk about how that makes you feel. And also they said that although it's always important to win a World Series, and that's their quest, to send you out on top is very important to them.
Well, I'd correct them on one thing, to send us all out on top. It's not just me going out on top. My teammates, these are the guys that have made it fun for me. The banter back and forth, the battles that we've been through, the highs, the lows. They've really made this job, they're taking the monotony out of it because, we're playing every single day. And I've been blessed to have some great teammates throughout the years. This year we have a lot of new teammates I'm looking forward to playing with. But these are the guys that you go out there and you battle with each and every day. And anytime you have the teammates say good things about you, it makes you feel good because you play this game. It's a team sport, and you play it with your teammates each and every day. So I appreciate it. I hope you guys don't ask them too many questions throughout the course of the year. You ask them today maybe, if you guys can give me today. And then after that, then it's all on the season.
Wally, second row, Derek, to your right.
Hey, Derek. Just to clarify, do you feel like you only have one season of baseball left in you?
No.
And so what exactly is your reason?
Because I feel as though the time is right. There's other things that I want to do. Just like I said, I look forward to doing other things. This is a difficult job. I mean, it's I put everything into it each and every year. It's a 12-month job. It's not a 6-month season. This is 12 months. And, I look forward to doing other things. Not yet, but the idea of doing other things is something that I look forward to. So I know a lot of people have turned this into, physically I can't do this, I can't do that. Look, I've been fortunate. I've played pretty much my entire career with one major injury. Besides a dislocated shoulder, it was 6 weeks. So I've been fortunate, so I can't sit here and complain about what happened last year. But I'm just ready to do other things. Not yet. I see the Steinbrenner family are looking at me. Not yet, but I'm looking forward to doing other things.
Can you share what some of those other things might be, and might they be in baseball?
Did you read my letter?
Yeah. But
see, that's the point. My point of doing that on everyone said, first of all, I didn't even know I had a Facebook page. Well, if you guys scroll down a little further, you'd see that a lot of this Facebook page has to do with my foundation. So that was one of my hopes, is that when people saw it, one was I wanted to get the entire message out. I didn't want people to cut and paste it and put what they chose. I wanted people to read the entire message. And two, I thought it, for selfish reasons, I thought it would draw a little bit more attention to the foundation. So, there's other things that I want to do. But I'll focus on those things when the time's right.
Front row left, Marley.
Derek, I guess you answered part of it as to why you chose Facebook for your announcement, but also, how long did it take you to write that statement?
It took a while. It was something that, first of all, I wrote it. Each and every word of it I wrote. I was sitting down actually at home, and I had a few questions that I wanted to answer, so I started taking notes. I wish I would have brought the notebook to show you, but it was a lot of pages. I could have wrote another 3 or 4 pages, but I thought I'd lose interest of people after one. But I just answered a few questions that I had, and I wrote down my thoughts and my ideas, and I know I haven't really been as open with some of you guys as you would have liked me to be over the last 20 years, but that's by design. It doesn't mean I don't have those feelings. It's just that's the way I felt as though I'd be able to make it this long in New York.
Mark, right here in the front row.
Derek, you were around for part of the year last year watching Mariano go through his retirement tour. I'm sure you know that announcing this before the season is going to lead for something of a farewell tour for you. Are you ready for that? And did that factor in at all when you decided to do this before the season?
Well, one, I didn't see his farewell tour because I wasn't there.
So some of it, a few stops.
I saw a couple stops at the end, but that had absolutely nothing to do with my decision. I wanted to make this announcement months ago. I really did, but people, I don't want to say forced, but they advised me to take my time before I said it. I think for me it would have been more of a distraction if I didn't say anything. Because if I know that I'm not going to play next year and I'm getting asked this question each and every day, I mean, not just here at the media, but I'm walking down the street, people ask, because I missed last year, are you playing this year? How much longer are you going to play? How many more years you have? You get tired of hearing it. So it would have been more of a distraction for me not to mention it. I don't know. I can't comment on that because I don't know what that means. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going to happen. So I don't know.
Go 3 right in the center. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
Derek, in your statement, you said when this game became a job for you, you knew it was time to walk away. What specifically in the last year or two has become a job for you at this?
This is a job. Sitting here answering all these questions is a job. So I think it's it always, the game never came easy at all. It's a very, very difficult game. But I think coming to the field was always easy, if that makes sense. Because I've been blessed to have pretty much good health throughout my career. When you start coming to the stadium and it's not fun anymore, and it wasn't fun because I wasn't playing, I think it forced me to start thinking about, well, how long do I want to do this? And that's how I came to my decision. But it just became a job last year, especially with all the injuries and basically not coming to work, just coming to rehab. That was not fun at all.
Derek, when did you know for sure that this was going to be it? Was there an exact moment?
I can't give you an exact date. I felt as though it was the right moment a couple months ago. But when I finally said it and people heard it, then that's when it sets in that it's going to be the last year.
Veronica?
Derek, when you were deciding to retire, did you talk to Mariano or Jorge? Like, what advice they gave you? Any tips?
I did not. I mean, those are guys that they know me as well as anyone. We've had discussions in the past, but I'm trying to think. Jorge, maybe, because I had seen him a couple weeks earlier at my golf tournament, so I'd spoken to him. I think Mo had a pretty much good idea because I spoke to him last year, him and Andy as well, last year towards the end of the year, but they were unaware of exactly when I was going to do it.
And we're going to go to
Hey,
Sweeney.
Joe, hold on. If these guys got to go work, please go work. Don't feel as though you got to be forced to be here.
Sweeney standing in the back right.
But what are some of the things that you try to take in more this year that maybe?
Everything. I mean, the guys here that know as well, when you come to spring training, the first day you're here, first thing that comes to mind is you can't wait till it's over. You know what I'm saying? You want to get out of spring training. I want to try to enjoy each and every day throughout the course of the year, which it's been very difficult for me to do that over the course of my career because I've always tried to focus on what can you do next and getting to the next goal and the next goal. And I never really enjoyed the ride. It's something that, a few years back when I was going for 3,000 hits, my parents told me, listen, you need to try to enjoy it as opposed to just going out there and going through, not going through the motions, but just getting it over with. So I'm going to try to enjoy each and every day of it.